notice there's a muscle here and a muscle here. Identify them for Mr. Gilmore. I can't see them right now. I'm going to come here. That's correct. And when I come here, you did it right the first time. I'm going to notice this muscle and this muscle. Can you see it? Mm-hmm. Those two are my digastrics. This muscle and this muscle is my digastric. Now, if that much is true, Mr. Gilmore, I notice there's a muscle that has its bands going straight across. It goes right underneath the digastrics, if you can see it. Because it goes right underneath the digastrics, that's mylohyoid. Mylohyoid. And you can't see it on that view. Turn it on page 68, I think. No, keep going. Keep going. There. Number 2. You'll notice, now again, it's what, Mr. Gilmore? This is what? Mylohyoid. All of a sudden, Mr. Gilmore, I see a very small, it's a very small muscle. This. Can you see it?
Yeah.
That's the stylohyoid. It's a very small muscle. Most people damage it. It goes to the stylus process. You see it? That's the stylohyoid. All right, it's a very small muscle. Now, Mr. Gilmore, where are you going with this? Take it, slow down. Just stay with me. We're about to make it good. Now, this cat is in pretty good shape. So we going. You can't see it? How about that? I'm going here. The muscle has been distorted some, so I'm going to get back on the midline, alright? And I'm going to separate it here. And I'm going to pour this one over where they embalm or inject the dye into the cats over here. Now, why is this important? You're going to see there's a band of muscles here and there's a band of muscles here that's been mutilated. I need to cut this out. Go ahead and inject it. I don't need that. Now, what are you trying to tell us, Mr. Gilmore? This muscle and this muscle in the human is only one muscle. Small female, small female. Come here. You closer to me. Or you have back for me. What she's going to do is she's going to do exactly what I'm doing. Just stand right here and look at the crowd. Watch this right here. She's going to turn her head to the left. When she turns her head to the left, you're going to notice there's a muscle that jumps out in her neck right there. Alright? That little, hold your body straight and then turn. And that's the only way it's going to accentuate. Alright? You see it comes from her clavicle and it goes up to the base of her occiput, which is really the mastoid process. So from here to here, Mr. Gilmore, here to here. That is what we call the sternocleidomastoid. Sternocleidomastoid. Mr. Gilmore, I don't see that on my list because in the cat it's 2 muscles instead of 1. Sternomastoid, cleidomastoid. Now watch this right here. you're going to find out the sternomastoid is more medial and the cleidomastoid is more lateral. Do it so I can understand it, Mr. Gilmore, because I didn't follow you right then. That's fine. Just give me a second. I'm going to get rid of the fat. That's enough separation right there. You'll notice these are two sets of muscles. One is more medial, a sternomastoid. One is more lateral, the cleidomastoid. On this side, it's been damaged more so, except you can remember, sternomastoid is more medial, cleidomastoid is more lateral. Sternomastoid is more medial, cleidomastoid is more lateral. You'll see it in your book. All right, on page 65. But Mr. Gilmore, I need to turn those and open it up. That's fine. Let's open it up. When you open it up, you'll see there's two muscles that I need to identify real quick. Now, these two muscles we're separating together, that was once together to reveal the trachea. One comes from the sternum and goes toward the what? Hyoid. So guess what we're going to call it? Sternohyoid. Origin to insertion. That's how they label these. Origin to insertion. Again, it's from the sternum to the hyoid. So these muscles and this muscle is what? Sternohyoid. But Mr. Gilmore, I noticed when I pull this, and this is the best one I've seen today. I noticed when I pull it to the side, those muscles line underneath it. And they're kind of like matted together, but this is perfect. If this is sternohyoid, pull it to the side. This one right here, going from the sternum to the thyroid. Sternothyroid. So Mr. Gilmore, do it again. I had sternohyoid, pull it to the side, the one that was right underneath it, start at the sternum, and stops at the thyroid. So his name is sternothyroid. But Mr. Gilmore, hold on. I see another one that picks up where he left off. And he goes from the thyroid to the hyoid. Thyrohyoid. So you mean to tell me there's a sternothyroid, then there's a thyrohyoid. That's correct. Now, there's one more I need to show you. I'm going to clean this off a little bit so you can really see it. There's one that sits in place, in situ. The one that's localized that sits in place. The one that's localized that sits in place, his name is cricothyroid. Cricothyroid. He sits right on top of the Adam's apple or the larynx. Can't get them wrong. All right, that sounds good, Mr. Gilmore. But what's this structure right here that looks like slinky? You run your hand up and down, there's several cartilaginous rings. What is that called? The trachea. So it's easy for you to identify the trachea. Now, the last thing I need to do is come here and split the mylohyoid, but I'm not going to do that. I am going to leave this just like this, and you all can work on your cats and get up to that point, because after I do that, I'm going somewhere else. Now, I will tell you this. If you want to get ahead of me, this is what you do. Because I'm going to do this, and then I'm heading out of here. I need to